How's it going? This is Hoiman, and this week has been okay. It has been a bit frustrating, but overall it's been okay. So first off, I've still been continuing with my book mainly, and I've kind of taken a break from writing and instead have been continuing with the drawings. And overall it's going okay. There are a few new characters I've added to the story, so I'm just drawing up those characters and then ready to be put into the book. So I've mainly been busy with that this week. And because this week has been a lot warmer, I've been going out for a bit more walks and also practicing with my boomerang as well. And overall, it's quite fun, it's quite enjoyable. It's something that I've rarely done before, so it's kind of nice to kind of experience it. And I even managed to catch the boomerang once, and that's the very first time ever that I've ever done that. So it was a very small accomplishment, but it did feel really nice to achieve it though. But I will say, after my walks I tend to sit on the bench in the park, and I'm still disappointed to see that most people still aren't following the social distancing rules. Like, I'm basically sitting on the bench, which is just right next to the pavement, and then there was about 30 people in total that walked past me, and only one of them actually distanced themselves as they walked past. So it's still disappointing to see that most people still aren't really taking the pandemic that seriously and following the rules, but I know it's not something that I can really control, so all I can do is just keep to the rules myself. So I mentioned this week has been a little bit frustrating, and that's because I was supposed to have a mental health review check-up this week with my doctor, and it's been really confusing because I received a message on my phone telling me that they were going to have a telephone call with me instead, and that was supposed to be at 11:15. But then I got a letter for an appointment that is also for my mental health checkup, and instead it asked me to go into the surgery to see them, and that was also on the same time and the same day, so I was just confused which one it was. So I went down to the surgery and asked them which is the correct one, and then they told me it was going to be the phone call. So on the day of the appointment I waited for the phone call, but it never came. And then I went to the surgery again on the next day, and then they actually messed up and apologized to me because it was supposed to be a face-to-face appointment at the surgery. So they rebooked me for another appointment for next Thursday. But then when they wrote it down on the letter, it said Wednesday. And then I got a phone message just yesterday telling me that they were going to have a telephone review for me on a different day at really late in the day. So it's like, I just don't know what is happening. And then the second call that was supposed to come didn't happen either, so I'm just really confused of what's going on with my appointments lately. So I'm gonna have to go down to surgery again and double check which day it is next week, and make sure that if it's either a face-to-face appointment or a telephone appointment. So yeah, that's just been quite frustrating for me this week, but hopefully I'll get to see them or talk to them next week. It's been okay for the most part. On some days I have felt a bit low, and that's mainly just because of my intrusive thoughts and voices getting really severe and intense. It's just keep saying really negative things that really bring me down and make me feel really paranoid and not really confident in myself really. So I tend to just kind of listen to music to kind of cope with those thoughts, but for the most part my mood has been okay. I mean, going out and playing with the Boomerang has lifted my mood up on those days, and yeah, overall my mood has been a bit up and down this week, but for the most part it's pretty much stable. I suppose next week will be just having to sort out what is going on with my doctor appointment really, so hopefully that gets sorted out and then I can see or talk to them next week. And other than that, I suppose next week is Easter, so usually my brother likes to get me some Easter eggs, so I guess that will be something to look forward to, and yeah, just see how it goes from there. And I also hope that you also enjoy your Easter. As a last thing I like to mention, I'm aware that for many videos now I've been pretty much talking about the same thing, and because of lockdown I haven't really been able to go out or anything like that, so I understand every video is starting to sound a bit repetitive, so to change it up a bit, I'd actually like to ask you, my viewers, to ask me any question you want, be it regarding my mental health or any hobbies I like, just anything you can think of. Just ask me in the comments down below and then I'll be sure to answer them in the next video. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.